Today we're diving right into my last AliExpress find. This is the Emo Ranger 2C. It's an indoor 360-degree camera that, aside from all the specs, has built-in RTSP and Onvif support. For anyone in the smart home world, you know what that means. We can easily use it with Home Assistant or Frigate for fully local control. That's a massive feature for a camera at this price point. So, let's get this open and see what we're working with. At the top, we'll find the manual, a cardboard tray holding the camera, which is in a protective bag. We'll put the camera aside for just a moment and see what else is in here. There is another manual and another cardboard tray. And at the bottom, we'll find the charger. It's a standard 5 volts, 1 ampere charger. We also get the mounting hardware. This tiny plate is what you'll use to attach the camera to a wall or ceiling. And a long micro USB cable to power the camera. There are also 2 screws and even a paper drill template to make that installation super easy. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the camera. First impressions, it's got a good, compact feel. It's lightweight, weighing in at just 244 grams, but doesn't feel cheap. The star of the show here is the 4-megapixel sensor that gives us a sharp 2K resolution, which is a massive jump from standard 1080p. That means crisper details, which is exactly what you want in a security camera. And of course, it has that full pan and tilt functionality. It can spin almost all the way around 355 degrees of pan and has an 80-degree tilt range. This means you can place it in the corner of a room and have 0 blind spots. On the back, you'll find the speaker and the micro USB port for power. And if you move the lens all the way up, you will find the micro SD slot and the reset button. Now, let's plug it in so I can show you how to set it up. It has a red LED on top of the lens, indicating that it is booting. And while it is booting up, let me give a shout out to our sponsor, PCBWay. While this device is an all-in-one solution, many of my other projects require custom designs. Whether I need high-quality PCBs for a custom sensor, a 3D printed enclosure, or even complex CNC machined parts, PCBWay is my go-to service. They make it incredibly easy to go from a design to a professional, physical product. Thanks again to PCBWay for supporting the channel. Now, to configure the camera, we need to install the Emo Life app. You can use the QR code on the box. Just follow the sign-up assistant to create an account. And then, to pair the device, we just need to scan the QR code at the bottom. Here, you can update the default password for the camera. This is going to be important later on for the RTSP configuration. Be sure to update to the latest firmware. I had a problem with the RTSP service with the firmware that the camera was shipped with, but it got solved just by updating. Then, we really don't have much to do in the app, since we plan to use this with Home Assistant directly, but you can disable the logo on the video feed and the video orientation in the options. Now, to use it in Home Assistant, we need to find the IP address of your camera. This, sadly, is not shown in the app, at least, nowhere I can find. But since I use AdGuard to manage my DHCP server, it was easy to find a device with a hostname starting by Nomi. Save that somewhere, since we are going to need it later. Then, just go to my website. And here, we need to install the official Imou integration. You can use this button. And since we are at it, you can also install the WebRTC camera integration here. Then just restart Home Assistant. Then go to Settings, Devices and Services. Click on Add Integration and look for Emo Live. Here, we'll need an app ID and app secret. For this, just click on the Developer Cloud link on my website. Here, just select your region and enter the login information you used on the app. After logging in, it will take you to this page, so just go back to my website and use the Developer Cloud link again. And this time, since we are already logged in, we can start. Enter a name for the app. In app type, select Web. And then agree to the Imou service agreement. Once you click Save, you'll get your app ID and app secret. Just copy them and paste them on the integration. Then on URL, I just let the default selected, but it will depend on the region of the world you are in. Then just click Submit. And if everything was correct, you should see your device appear here. If not, repeat the process but select a different URL. Give it a name, and then just click on Skip and Finish. And here, we'll get some configuration controls and a stream for our camera. We will not be using this since it relies on the cloud, but we will use the PTZ down, left, right, and up to control the camera angle. Now, if you go to my website, you can just copy and paste the RSTB example for the WebRTC camera so we can use the camera stream locally. Just update the buttons for PTZ control to the ones on your camera integration, and on the RTSP URL, update the password you created for your camera, or if you didn't create a new one, you can find the default one at the bottom of your camera. Also update the IP address, and that's it. Here you can see the difference between the cloud stream from the integration at the top and the local stream at the bottom. Now, if you want, you can also just use the Onvif integration. Just add an entry and use the AIP address as host. In username, use admin, and then enter the password for your camera. Give it a name and click Submit. Here you'll find additional controls and even a motion sensor that you can use on your automations. Bear in mind that this is not as accurate as an ER or M-Wave sensor, but it can still be useful. There is also a substream, deactivated by default, that you can use in Frigate for a more resource-efficient video detection. And that's it. You can get the Imou Ranger 2C using the affiliate links on my website. I hope this look at the device and its inner workings was helpful. If you enjoyed this detailed breakdown and want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member on Patreon like all these amazing people. If you can't become a member, you can always buy me one coffee using the button on my website. And if you can't do that, don't worry. Just remember to leave a comment on the video and share it with your friends. I truly appreciate all your support, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video.